Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by Amity University. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, NECC, Century Ply and Epson Eco Tank Printers in partnership with Mind Super App and beyond.
Good evening and welcome. Hashtag Modi all the way. And that is an understatement. Elon Musk's sharp response to an Indian reporter trying to get a comment on the stupid falsehoods of Jack Dorsey was telling. Musk said that anyone, including Twitter, has to follow the law wherever it operates. He also said he's a fan of Modi. Both the comments are a slap for the Lutyens media, which was jumping excitedly about Dorsey being threatened, as Musk made it clear, telling someone or telling a business to follow the law is not a threat. That and the fan of Modi comment are a burn-all moment for the dying Lutyens ex-elite. The dying, irrelevant Lutyens ex-elite have invested so much over the years into Uncle Sam, into making America their last stand. And now, the way Narendra Modi is being feted and courted in every part of the American establishment, it is a personal defeat for them. The dying Lutyens ex-elite know that it's time for them to pack up. I think they should pack up. They know that this visit by Modi is a runaway success. They know that Modi is an international sensation. They know that from yoga to business to defense deals, Modi has covered every aspect of soft and hard power. They know that it is hashtag Modi all the way. Hashtag Modi all the way from Washington to 2024. Let's debate. Modi all the way, debate number 1 tonight. There is a great sense of Indian pride in this visit, I see. Debate number 2 this evening. How China openly supports terrorism right now in an act of frustration with their only strong ally, Pakistan. And debate number 3 this evening. We're looking ahead to the Modi-Biden meeting and the Prime Minister's engagements in Washington. Looking forward to that at 10:30. And here are the headlines this Wednesday evening on the debate tonight.
Yoga means to unite. So your coming together is an expression of another form of yoga.
A great sense of Indian pride soars at the global stage as Prime Minister Modi leads the Yoga Day celebrations at the UN headquarters.
A fantastic meeting with the Prime Minister. I am a fan of Modi, so I have to say that.
After Australian Prime Minister, now Elon Musk, global icons witness their fan moment and recognize Prime Minister Modi's leadership. The left lobby is in meltdown mode. The Lutyens lobby is in meltdown mode as Musk makes his stand clear and says Indian laws have to be followed by everyone, including Twitter. From the Guinness World Record-making Yoga Day event, the Prime Minister heads straight for Washington, D.C. for the very important leg of his visit. Power-packed schedule ahead, from a private dinner with the Bidens to bilateral meetings, super deals in store. And India takes down China as it blocks India and America's bid to declare 26/11 terrorist Sajid Mir a global terrorist. And ladies and gentlemen, the sense of Indian pride in New York from the moment the Prime Minister landed, in fact from even before that, was palpable. But the Yoga Day celebrations at the UN today have only exemplified and fortified the sheer scale of India's soft power under Narendra Modi. The Prime Minister has ensured that India makes its place in the world order on the back of our Indianness, our Bharatiyata. And all those who were squeamish about embracing Indian culture and Modi's foreign policy are now eating dust. Let's debate.
It was history in the making here on the North Lawns in the iconic United Nations headquarters right next to Hudson, when Prime Minister Modi, alongside representatives of 180 countries, including that of several who are not so close to India but were present in these very lawns of United Nations doing yoga, an example of India's soft power, example of India's soft diplomacy.
This is the time that we've all been waiting for. We are so privileged to have with us today none other than the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji.
Let us use the power of yoga to build bridges of friendship, a peaceful world, and a cleaner, greener, and sustainable future. Let us join hands together to realize the goal of one earth, one family, one future. I conclude with a wish. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya.
The Guinness World Record-setting yoga program at UN exemplified the sense of Indian pride that now exists world over.
It's a lovely message. Obviously, he's a product of Indian culture. Comes from a vast place, as Indian culture does. And this sense of universal brotherhood and sisterhood is, of course, a message we always want to hear over and over again.
As an Indian American or an American of Indian ancestry, my chest has never been more proud because Prime Minister Modi has put India on the map as a culture and civilization of peace.
India's soft power and the Modi impact is palpable in New York.
I feel really proud because I'm surrounded with a lot of people from different cultures, and now they understand India, and then they
do?
Yeah, they understand India. They see India on a very international level. Even the Japan summit that recently happened, people were applauding Modi, how President Biden and Modi were coming together. And I think Modi is bringing our country to a very international level.
And it is not just the Indian diaspora.
He really wants to do the right thing for India. He wants to be open, he wants to be supportive of new companies, and obviously, but at the same time, make sure it accrues to India's advantage. I am a fan of Modi, so.
The potential for what India can accomplish knows no limits. In fact, in one of the books I gifted the Prime Minister, I signed it to him. I said to Prime Minister Modi, who knows that the sky is not the limit.
The world is taking note.
Before the last time I saw someone on the stage here was Bruce Springsteen, and he didn't get the welcome that Prime Minister Modi has got. Prime Minister Modi is the boss.
The world is recognizing India for what and who we are. A proud and unapologetic India. Let's debate.
First, you saw there Ravi Shankar Prasad for a short chat tonight, and Ravi Shankar Prasad, former Union Minister, Member of Parliament in the Lok Sabha. We've seen India's biggest export on display, yoga in Central Park today, our soft power. The visit is really hashtag Modi all the way, isn't it? Mr. Prasad, this time.
Thank you, Arnab. Nice talking to you after some time. Yes, it is a great day for India. It is a great day for India's values. It is a great day for India's heritage. And what a beautiful way Modi ji conveyed. Yoga unites. It strengthens your body and also brings peace to the mind. And it is something which is ancient yet new, on which there is no royalty, there is no patent, there is no copyright problem. That is the essence of India which he conveyed today. It could not have been done in a more beautiful and powerful phrases. And Sarve bhavantu sukhina sarve santu niramaya, we in the Indian ethos seek the well-being of all. And yoga is a vehicle for that. I think that is a very powerful message. and from UN headquarters this happening, yoga under the Modi's leadership and initiative has truly become a global movement, and they are recognizing. But Arnav, if you permit me only one comment, if I may, all this is happening also because under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, India is acquiring daily different heft, the fifth biggest economy of the world. Digital power, infrastructure issues, maritime and strategic acquisition, all these things the world is seeing, that India is a very stabilizing influence for peace in Asia, and therefore America is reconsidering. The whole relationship is getting nuanced and changed. Good, we are very happy about it. You have just played the speech of Australian Prime Minister, Mr. Modi is the boss, French President, German Chancellor. All the major parts of the world today are recognizing this new heft of India.
I also found very interesting Elon Musk's comment when someone asked him, what do you think about Jack Dorsey claiming that the Indian government wanted to shut Twitter down in India, and you were the union minister at that point of time, and Elon Musk said that Twitter doesn't have a choice but to obey local governments. If we don't obey the local government, what do we do? So I think that's a proper put down of the group which was trying to spread the narrative in a completely different direction.
Arnav, I must clarify, normally I never speak because you are my old good friend. What stand we have taken? Come do business in India, earn money, but follow the laws of India and the Constitution of India. That's all. And I would like to highlight only two issues. When something happened in the Capitol Hill, Twitter discontinued the account of all, including of President Trump. But when during the farmers' protest, you showed it very elaborately, I remember, many of the very radical elements went on the Red Fort, snatched the tricolour, beat the Indian policemen and others, threw them in the ditch down below, and also brandished open sword. They said it is freedom of speech. Humne kaha, no, this double standard is not acceptable. Capitol Hill is bad, but if there is a Red Fort, Indian Prime Minister also unfurls the national flag on 15th of August. It is also a very important monument of India. So if you respect American democracy, learn to respect Indian democracy also. I think that was a stand very clear. And secondly, or no, because again you have talked about it, many unverified accounts from Pakistan used to foment communal trouble during CA and others. We only took the stand, please verify them. We should know from where it is coming. And thirdly, I must highlight, since you have asked these questions, not very relevant, but since you have asked on your television, your popular program, Indian young girls used to be victimized by their ex-boyfriends and others. I said, give a scope for redressal of grievance. They say, come to America and file grievance. And no, you must have your complaint officer, redressal officer in India. That's what we meant by law. I don't think any of my Latvian friends can have any problem with all this.
No, they don't have a problem.
I remember in the standing committee of IT, they accepted
the problem with the Latvians brigade is that they were obsessing over Jack Dorsey's statement. Jack Dorsey's statement, Mr. Prasad, was like a breath of oxygen for them. It was a reason to live. It was giving them hope. But the owner of Twitter has come and said, don't make a big deal of it. In fact, personally, I think the Indian reporter going and asking that question to Elon Musk was trying to grab a headline where none exists. I thank you, Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, for joining us at 9 o'clock today. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, you're saying something there.
No, only one thing.
Yes.
Arnav, I would only say, let us not bring into Jack Dorsey today.
Correct.
The past is past. Today is a great day for India. Great day, India's global headwind and image. We are very proud of India, very proud of our Prime Minister. And I'm sure this visit is going to unfold a new vision of Indo-US relationship.
Correct.
That's
Absolutely
how I see
does. Mr. Prasad, honor to have you on the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Arnav.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Till next time.
Thank you.
Now, how's it going, Saurabh? How's it going? How's it going? Saurabh is joining us from Washington, where he's leading the coverage for News Mobile, which works closely with Republic. We have Kartikeya Tanna from Miami, Deepak Vora, former diplomat, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi. We have with us Shyam Prasad Meka of the Congress, Vivek Silas of the Samajwadi Party, Pankaj Sharma and Nikhil Jain. Saurabh, how's it going? How's the visit going so far?
I can tell you three things, Arnab. One, every Indian feels proud. I was around in the Constitutional Avenue of Washington, D.C., where I'm based. I can tell you the Indian flags, the tricolor fluttering there, you know, it swells your heart with pride to see that. The substance of the visit and the manner in which President Biden has gone on in welcoming the Prime Minister by having a spread of programs which have been unprecedented. This evening, he will be hosting Prime Minister for a private dinner. Tomorrow, he's hosting him for a state dinner. Day after tomorrow, Vice President Kamala Harris and Secretary of State Antony Blinken host the Prime Minister for a luncheon. Today, Jill Biden, President Biden is traveling to California today. Jill Biden is hosting, another program with the Prime Minister. And the depth of the relationship, everybody has been that I've been talking to have been saying that this is the top billed event in the recent history of Washington, D.C. You will see for the first time ever, there will be a welcome where only when Pope came, that kind of a welcome ceremony where thousands of Indians have been called as special guests from across the US. These people are the champions of Indo-US relations, and the way the Prime Minister is elevated. You saw what happened in the morning when he took yoga at the entire thing at the UN symbolized the fact that India is uniting the world with yoga, with its soft cultural diplomacy, and the message of peace has gone on. India is regarded today as an economic superpower under the leadership of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and he has elevated India's stock in the global arena, which is visible here in Washington, D.C., and you will see in the next 2 days of his state visit the kind of relationship that will evolve. It will set the tone for the next 10 years. They're calling it a consequential partnership between India and the US, which has never ever happened before. And we should all be proud.
These words matter. Deepak Vora, these words matter. When he says consequential partnership, we are not a formal military ally, but they describe us as a consequential partnership. In all of this, how much credit should be going to the Prime Minister himself, the way he has led it, the way he has turned Indianness to our biggest advantage, the way he has led both the formal proposal to recognize International Yoga Day, performing in Central Park. How much credit goes to him and his use of both hard and soft power? Mr. Vora.
Thank you very much, sir. Always a pleasure and an honor to be on your show. I enjoyed thoroughly. You are, of course, the best. Sir, you've used the term soft power. Perhaps you might think of using the term smart power, because that is what India is known for. We have the hard power, we have the military power, the world recognizes it. According to Global Firepower Index, we have the third most powerful military in the world, ahead of China. And then everybody knows what our smart power is. Yoga was one such instance where the Prime Minister said it unites. Your question about how much of the present relationship between the United States and India and how much of India's global image is because of Narendra Bhai Damodar Das Modi. Let me give you an answer. On a scale of 1 to 10, on a scale, sir, of 1 to 10, his contribution is 11. Because today he is not just the Prime Minister of India, he is a global leader. I am privileged to represent 3 Prime Ministers in Africa, and at least 2 ministers from 2 of the 3 countries have asked, half seriously, can you give us Narendra Modi on wet lease for 1 year so that he can create for us the same kind of willpower, self-confidence, self-reliance, self-esteem that he has managed to generate in India? Sir, when we became independent in 1947, sir, I wasn't born, but our bodies were freed. When Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose took his place on Kartavya Path, our minds were freed. And when the Senghor came and was installed in our new parliament, our spirits were freed. The Vindhyas have ceased to exist as an emotional barrier. All this is because of the vision of one man. Sir, let me add to this. You remember when we were distributing our vaccines to all those who needed them? We gave 200,000 vaccines to the UN Secretary General and said, give it to the UN peacekeepers. Why didn't anybody think of this earlier? Prime Minister is talking about a memorial for those who lost their lives serving the UN Charter. Why didn't anybody think of this earlier? Because this man has a global vision, and this global vision today is what the world needs. I stand taller. I'm 6 feet 2, sir, and 72 years young. I'm today 6 feet 8. I need new trousers because of what India's Prime Minister has achieved today in the United States, in New York, sir.
Oh, that's so well expressed, Deepak Vora. And you know, the troubling thing for critics is that they have no response to what you've said. Because it is the truth, Mr. Vora. To try and criticize Narendra Modi's foreign policy today, Mr. Vora, is like trying to pull water out of a rock. You cannot find a way to criticize it. All kinds of things, Mr. Vora, have been said. All kinds of things have been said. I remember these are the same people, the Congress party, which says, Narendra Modi. Sudhanshu Trivedi, aapko yaad hoga, he said, Narendra Modi is saffronizing yoga. That's what they said when Narendra Modi pushed to have it declared in 2015 as International Yoga Day. Today they won't say that. Today they don't know what to do. When Narendra Modi has Richard Gere on one side, a Hungarian diplomat on the other, when he has award-winning podcasters, award-winning chefs, cultural personalities, the chief digital evangelist at Salesforce, Wala Afshar, when he has UN officials, the Deputy Secretary General, the chair of the UN Sustainable Development Group, Eric Adams, everybody there doing yoga with him. Is it a saffron thing to do? Speak up today, understand, and I'm telling you, Sham, use the hashtag Modi all the way. You people said Modi's foreign policy is Hindu nationalist foreign policy. Well, nationalism is respected everywhere. You are not respected because you don't respect yourself. Look at the pictures, ladies and gentlemen, on your screen. Let's start the political debate. Sudhanshu Trivedi on one side. This is the moment. Absolutely brilliant moment. There's a sense of Indian pride. Sudhanshu Trivedi. Big sense of Indian pride as we debate tonight. And tomorrow is the big day. Sudhanshu.
I just want to begin with the thing that the word soft power is being devised by one professor of Harvard, Mr. Joseph Nye, who tried to contemplate this in context of America, that they should have at least something like Coke, Pepsi and McDonald's to dominate the world rather than just the military power. But sir, McDonald's works in 100 countries, and today you have seen 135 countries were represented when this function was done not in United States, in United Nations. So I think this is a big proud moment for all of us that for the first time, India, which is the biggest nation of the world in terms of population, the youngest nation of the world and the oldest civilization of the world. And what Prime Minister has said, a very, very unique thing, that yoga is there without any patent, without any royalty, means Jan Kalyankari Sabke Sughat ke liye, जिसे हम कहते हैं ना सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिना, in accordance with the eternal chants of Vedas, we are there. What is being seen? We are there not to dominate the world like our neighbors try to do. We are there to motivate the world. That's what Shri Narendra Modi ji has put forth in front of us. And in this context, I would like to remind, when in 2013 our state governments tried to put yoga, we were alleged that we are trying to do saffronization. Now you have seen the entire world is accepting it. Is only example in the history of United Nations that more than 170 countries in 2014 not supported Yoga Day resolution put by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. They became the second proposer. No other resolution in UN is there in which more than 170 countries have become second proposer. और आज जो दिखाई पड़ रहा है, even if somebody wants to put it as, I think it's not soft power, it is a subtle, fine, spiritual power in which not only the countries, not only the civilization, even a person can be inspired. Not to the level of the health, but to the level of consciousness, because योग में जो आसन दिखाए जाते हैं ये तो बहुत एलिमेंट्री चीज है. इसके अंदर पावर तो वो है जैसे यूरेनियम की रॉड को आप सिर्फ एक्सरसाइज के लिए यूज करें, अरे उसके अंदर तो तमाम एटॉमिक पावर है. बट इवन इफ समबडी वांट टू put through at Hindu nationalism and other, so in this context I would like to quote the famous four lines from the famous poem of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, Hindu tanman Hindu जीवन रग रग हिंदू मेरा परिचय. Since its yoga comes from the वेदों के जो 6 दर्शन है, षड दर्शन, सांख्य, न्याय, वैशेषिक, योग, मीमांसा, वेदांत, तो मैं अटल जी की लाइन कोट करना चाहता हूं, मेरे वेदों का ज्ञान अमर, मेरे वेदों की ज्योति प्रखर, मानव के मन का अंधकार क्या कभी सामने सका ठहर, मेरे स्वर नभ में गहर गहर, सागर के जल में छहर छहर, इस कोने से उस कोने तक कर सकते जगती सौरभमय, हिंदू तनमन हिंदू जीवन रग रग हिंदू मेरा परिचय. You have seen that we are capable of spreading a matter of peace, matter of tranquility, and even a good smell to all over the world, from this part of the land to other part of the land.
Now,
which
very well said, Mr. Trivedi, and
today.
People ask us in Republic, why is this visit so different? Why is Modi getting this kind of attention? Why is there a red carpet for him?
Arnab, can I say one more sentence if you permit?
Why, yes,
Arnab,
please.
can I say
you
one
are in
more
full
sentence?
flow, I can't stop you. Yeah.
One more sentence.
Please, please.
No, just one thing. And even if somebody wants to take it as just a cultural exercise, not a diplomatic exercise, I would like to say that Prime Minister is capable of doing this. He is having a state dinner. He has become the first Prime Minister twice going to address the joint session of US Senate and Congress, despite the fact that we are getting maximum amount of oil from Russia, on which America has put sanctions to
that
the
is the
level
point.
of 1.96 million
That
barrels
is the point.
per day.
That is the point.
And here Russia says that India is our traditional ally.
Yeah, Mr.
And
Trivedi,
America says India
I'll
is our
put it this way.
strategic ally.
I'll
think
put it.
no country is having such a diplomatic dexterity.
I'll put it
which
this way.
Modi
I'll put
has
it
shown.
this way. Pankaj, before you come in, there was a time when a government fell in India over an Indo-US nuke deal. You couldn't manage your foreign policy and your domestic politics. You know, you left every Indian ashamed of the way in which you ran our country's foreign policy, a great country represented by such weak people.
Years.
Yes, Pankaj.
See, according to Sudhanshu ji, Yoga Day is like opening McDonald's stores. See, so many senators have written a letter to Biden, the President Biden. And what did they say? Please mention that also. When you quote Atalji, please quote him on Raj Dharma also. See, what about shrinking political space? What about rise in religious intolerance? What about attack on civil societies?
Pankaj,
you know, all these concerns. These concerns have been expressed by US senators.
Debate
Please
trending,
mention
Modi
those
all the way
also.
is trending nationally. Pankaj, please do understand, we gained independence in 1947. वो जो स्लेविश मेंटालिटी है ना आपकी कि हर 6 महीने जाके अमेरिका में कंप्लेन करो अपने देश के बारे में, जो आपके अभी जो आपके ये जो आपके अधेड़ उम्र के नेता हैं, वो जो अभी भी विदेश में जाके कह रहे हैं कि प्लीज इंटरवीन इन इंडिया, दैट अप्रोच इज टू चेंज.
ट्रम्प सरकार,
मैं जो कह रहा हूँ, मैं आपको कह रहा हूँ, आपने आप ये बताइए कि ट्रम्प भी और बाइडेन भी आज एलॉन मस्क ऑल्सो सेड I am a Modi fan. Why did he say that? Do you think the world's richest man makes a casual comment like that? Do you think he needs to? Do you think he needs to? He means it.
Once poorest, India's poorest men should raise the slogan that I love Narendra Modi. Let the richest men say this.
Are you saying India's poorest did not vote for Narendra Modi and give him a clean sweep? Give him a clean sweep.
Has he seen
Karthik is on the debate. Karthik.
You are saying
Karthik is on the debate. Karthik. Pankaj, Karthik responding to you. Karthik.
Just go on Twitter and see visuals of how the poorest man, who probably doesn't even have a proper home to live in, when he sees Modi's image on any public hoarding, he goes and kisses that image. Why? Because Modi has given that person a dignity of life. So that is what you need to understand. Just go on Twitter and see it for yourself. But anyways, Arnab, we don't want to get it. I don't want to get into politics. I want to actually quote two people and their quotes. One in 2015 or 16, Mr. Modi said this in London, that his foreign policy, and I'll say it in Hindi and I'll translate in English, that na sar jhukakar, na sar uthakar, hame baat karni hai sar milakar, aankh milakar. ना आंख झुकाकर ना आंख ऊपर कर हमें आंख मिलाकर बात करनी है. That I think is the defining moment of Mr. Modi's foreign policy, where India is no longer going to these nations with a begging bowl, that used to happen in the past. India is going. India, sir, let me finish, please, sir. You will get your chance, sir. You will get your chance, sir. Let me finish. India is going as an equal partner, negotiating as an equal partner, which is why someone like Elon Musk appreciates it. And also Elon Musk, there is an interesting history. The first time Modi went to the US, Elon Musk was not as big as he is today, but Modi went specifically to Elon Musk's factory in California. Yeah. And there's a reason for that, because Modi knows exactly what is good for India and what Elon Musk is building in terms of his product.
Karthik, it's also an approach issue. I'll tell you the difference in approach issue. I'll take 2 minutes to explain. Nehru was an embarrassment in terms of foreign policy. Nehru was a walking, talking blunder. He was a walking, talking blunder. And let me tell you, Pankaj, that when Nehru was Prime Minister, the Congress people, Nehru and the others, and especially that family, Pankaj, allow me to complete, Pankaj to complete. You see, Nehru came into luck and became the first Prime Minister of India. And after coming into luck and becoming the first Prime Minister of India, he tried to portray, whenever there were foreign visitors, he tried to portray his family as an intergenerational, fattened, spoiled, undeserving, entitled elite. And he tried to portray the country as a country of snake charmers. So that's why when Jacqueline Kennedy came in 1962 to India, when Jacqueline Kennedy came in 1962, snake charmers were made to perform. Snake charmers were made to perform for Jacqueline Kennedy. That is the image. That is the image, Nikhil, that your party gave to the world about India. On the other hand, put the placard down. I know you are a leading member of the placard gang. Put the placard down. Put the placard down, I say. Put it down. Now my point is, I'm going to Nikhil. The point is, 1 minute. The point is, Nikhil and Sham. The point is that India has repeatedly rejected tax breaks demands of Tesla. India has repeatedly rejected tax break demands of Tesla. Right? And despite that, Elon Musk says, I'm a Modi fan.
Elon Musk clearly is saying to the world that India is not America, India is not a democracy like America, and we're being proud of it. This is an insult to the country.
That's not what he's saying. No.
This is an insult to the country.
Can you lend me your placard, please? Can you lend me your placard? Because now you are saying one absolute lie.
Karthik.
Absolute lie. I want to borrow your placard, because what you just said is an absolute utter lie. That is not what Elon Musk said. What Elon Musk said is that every democracy is a sovereign country. They have their own laws validly passed by the parliament, And the laws have to be
When did he
followed.
say that?
No, Karthik, I want to bring Deepak back into this. I want to bring Deepak and Sudhanshu back. One minute, Saurabh. I want to bring Deepak back. I want to bring Deepak back. 1 minute. Nikhil, he's got much more experience and domain expertise than you. You'll also learn from him. Deepak, Sham, I'll come to you right after that. My contention is that if you respect yourself and you respect your country and you respect your country's history and you respect your country's position, the world will respect you. Which is why Dr. Jaishankar, he called out Europe for thinking its problems to be the world problems. After which the German Chancellor, who's the leader of Europe's biggest economy, inducted that remark into the Munich Security Report. Please, Nikhil, will you not make shallow comments, please? Yeah, the fact is that the world does not expect India to do its bidding.
The Prime Minister made those shallow comments. Arnab, I'm reiterating what my Prime Minister said.
Nikhil, can I just... Nikhil, you don't even understand what I'm saying. You have no comprehension of what I'm saying. This is an elevated debate. Please do understand. What I'm trying to say is that we don't please the world. We ask them for what we want. The world respects us for it. This is a different kind of approach. Hear it from Deepak, who has been at the forefront of operational diplomacy for the years.
Is that why Modi ji is...
I'm telling you, diplomats will feel liberated when they have this kind of leadership from their own country.
The President instructs his army to martyr our soldiers. Is that why?
This is really... please, okay. Deepak, please. Deepak. Yeah.
Sir, how can I put it better than what you have said? I'm totally impressed with the kind of leadership that we have. Now, I've not seen this in my diplomatic career of 50 years, except in the last 7 or 8 years. We stand tall because this man is listened to. He's admired. He's respected. The other fellow in China is suspected. Sir, you mentioned, one of your colleagues mentioned a little while ago about the yoga resolution. Slight correction, 177 countries out of 193 members of the UN, and I was there, co-sponsored the resolution, which means that we didn't have to take a vote because these 177 countries said yoga doesn't belong only to India. It belongs to all of us. Reminds me of what Sri Aurobindo said 115 years ago, that India is rising to shine her light on the world. India has never existed for herself. Today we are seeing this in action. It is India in action. It's Indian history in action. It's the Indian future in action. And Narendra Modi combines the past and the future, and they melt into the present. Sir, he is truly an amazing human being. The kind of compassion that he has, giving vaccines across the world. You can call it diplomacy, you can call it winning hearts and minds, whatever. But we did it. People appreciated it. Even the previous president of the United States, whom I love calling Donald Trump, said India has been great. We shall never forget. Burj Dubai was lit up in the tricolor with the message, stay strong India. We love you India. ये कब होता था पहले sir? ये हम इस आदमी के साथ देख रहे हैं. I certainly believe that Narendra Modi has accelerated that period of time when India is now looked at as the leader, not of tomorrow, but of today.
Outreach and assertion, Shyam Mika. I call it outreach and assertion. Shyam Mika.
Yeah, first of all, let me apologize for the flaky connection I have today. And now, see, if India is receiving great applause or its stature at the world level, it's a proud moment for all of us. Why do you want to other people and take the credit solely onto Mr. Narendra Modi? Yes, of course, he is aptly representing that soft and hard power. That there ends the matter. Now, there are people who are not proud of India before 2014. Let them be so. But we, Indians, we the people, we are proud of India and its heritage and culture and its direction from the moment we are born as the Republic of India. We are proud of India and we will continue to be so, irrespective of any personalities. If you want to try and force any personality on us, it's an insult to this great nation. I want your viewers to understand that.
Mr. Mika, I'm not thrusting a personality, but if you say that the presence and contribution of Prime Minister Modi should be disregarded. I will oppose you to the end for it. Sudhanshu Trivedi will respond. Sudhanshu Trivedi. Sudhanshu Trivedi.
Told
Sudhanshu and
I clearly told that, right? Why do you want to put your words in my mouth?
Several times it is being said that before 2014. Now can I say? Now can I begin myself? What I want to say that so many times this question has been raised that before 2014 Prime Minister has said that. I want to make it clear that what is the difference came after 2014 and before 2014. Before 2014, with an exception of 6 years of Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee, all Prime Ministers were from Congress Gotra. So they were from that ideology which says India was never a country. It was a country which was established by Britishers in the modern form. But we represent that India is a Sanatan Rashtra, eternal Rashtra. And that's why I am quoting that the Sunday Guardian on 18th of May 2014, after the results came on 16th of May 2014, in its editorial has said that 16th of May 2014, on which BJP got clear majority under the leadership of Shri Narendra Modi, it said it should be remembered as a day of India's second tryst with destiny. And it further says 16th of May 2014 should be remembered as the day on which Britishers finally left India. Because it said that most of the time after independence, those who were ruling India were carrying the British legacy in their mindset for the first time. And the ideology has come which is having no baggage of any British colonial legacy. They are in pure Indian in their reception. Sir, please disturb, don't disturb. चिल्लाइए नहीं, अब दंडे टन का इंतजार करिए. And on the issue of what Mr. Vora has said, we want to have a constructive debate. Unnecessary you are shouting, sir. On the issue of what Mr. Vora has said, I would like to add, Sri Aurobindo has said that the place of soul in your body is the same situation with the place of India in the entire world. And Sri Aurobindo has also said that India is going to have a very great transition of 175 years from which India will go from its lowest web and start the journey to this pinnacle. And that starts with the birth of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahans. And Ramakrishna Paramahans was born in 1836 and 175 years completed in 2011. अब 2012 से क्या change आया दिखा कि नहीं? I think 2012 onwards, country has witnessed the rise of Modi ji. Maybe he has been chosen by destiny. I fear Sri Aurobindo 175 years back.
My feeling is that Mr. Vivek Silas, the problem of the opposition parties today is that you are connecting this visit of Narendra Modi to the US to the 2024 elections. आपको लग रहा है कि अगर इतने बड़े ग्लोबल नेता नरेंद्र मोदी बन गए कि पूरे विश्व में उनकी जय जयकार है और he has gained this kind of stature, then it will be a clean sweep for 2024. Then I will accuse you of bringing politics in an area where you should not. You are looking at everything from the point of view of 2024. I know the reality is, Saurabh, today people in Lutyens are very worried that if this is this is one area where Narendra Modi was expected to be on a back foot, he's on a front foot here. This is bringing back memories of 2014 for them.
I can tell you as an independent observer of foreign policy.
Can I respond?
What Prime Minister has done, Pankaj, allow me to speak. Okay. What Prime Minister Narendra Modi has done, as I said earlier, has elevated India's global status. India's diplomacy today is admired because India is leading the way. This is what is worrying these people, because that has been one of the big success stories of the Narendra Modi government.
And that is one of the that is the point of concern.
Their challenge is they can't fathom the fact
that is the point of concern for them. They don't look at every.
One more of my previous remembrance.
Yes, Sudhanshu.
एक मैं अपना पुराना एक्सपीरियंस बताना चाहता हूं. In July 2013, I went to US along with then party president and present defense minister Shri Rajnath Singh ji. And we met several US congressmen, chairman of the committees, chairman, senator, etc. So many people. And there, you know what was the impression? In July 2013, the impression was they were saying that the success story of India is over. And we said, no, sir, success story of India is not over. It is waiting for BJP to come into power. It is waiting for Narendra Modi to come into power. And now you have seen after 10 years what the sea change of India's reputation, prominence has come in the international scenario to our economic story.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Vivek, are you looking at this in terms of 2024?
Yes. No. Very good evening to Arnab. We are not looking at in the aspect of 2024. We have just seen very recently held elections in Karnataka where our Honorable Prime Minister was there. Though he left Manipur, the Manipur crisis had already begun, but he was in Karnataka, and what happened eventually, the people of India or the people of Karnataka, how they voted against the Bharatiya Janata Party, we have all seen that. So we are not concerned about 2024. Let's talk about the US visit of our Prime Minister at the moment, the thing that I can recollect and what I have seen in the social media is the very frequent visit to the US could lead to over-dependence of India to the US. And we can see it's already countries like USSR, Russia and China, they are uniting against the Indian. Sudhanshuji just now said about oil, Russian oil. Yes, Sudhanshuji. But why has Russia refused to take INR? They have refused Indian money. They said pay us in US dollars. Why is it so? The progress is still limited, Sudhanshuji. Let me be very honest. It's very limited at the moment.
I don't think they have said pay in US dollars. First of all, you're wrong. They have said, the Russians have said, one minute, galat keh diya inhone. I'll get Deepak on it.
Come on,
they have not said that. They have said we want to have a rupee arrangement. Deepak Vora can tell you about it. They say we have a lot of rupees with us. We would like to transact in rupees. आप उल्टा बोल रहे हैं.
They are asking in the US.
They want to transact in rupees.
They are not accepting the INR.
कौन सा आप liar wire पढ़ रहे हैं आजकल?
Transact in US dollars, sir. They want to transact in ruble rupee.
Where are you getting this fake news from? Where are you reading fake news from? ये कहाँ पढ़ रहे हैं? What are you scrolling?
Fake news factory is the Bharatiya Janata Party, not.
What are you scrolling?
Please. I'm not scrolling
or
anything.
Printing.
I'm looking into your eyes.
Or wiring.
I'm not scrolling anything.
No, but point is, have some sense of pride. Vivek, you are looking at it in terms of 2024. There's nervousness written all over your face.
I said yoga was excellent. The program was brilliant. But what is India going to gain? That is the question.
What is India going to gain? Is that even a question?
Even in the past that Prime Minister Modi has visited the US, what was the gain? Sudhanshuji, let me ask you very humbly.
Arnab, this type of grand reception Prime Minister Modi ji is getting despite having S-400 purchased from Russia.
Yes, it's fine. But what are we going to gain, Sudhanshuji, from that grand reception? What is India going to gain?
Okay, I'll tell you that tomorrow when all the breaking news comes in on the deals, we'll put it out there on what we are going to gain. I'll tell you one thing. Only one thing. Vivek Selas, I'll tell you. I make no reference to the fact that there were certain people who were defense ministers in previous dispensations, but in old times, whenever there were international visits, it is the arms dealers who used to be hovering around South Block, they used to gain. इस बार उनको कुछ कमीशन मिलने वाला नहीं है. The days of Quattrochi are over. You know that. And Motorola tweets at the very end, ladies and gentlemen. Motorola tweets, Rishabh Kumar Singh, it's India's smart and superpower on display in USA. Okay, we have Patriot at patriotic.com. The Congress chamchas must remember and be shamed that Nehru lost 40,000 square kilometers of Indian territory to China. He also used an expletive for Nehru, which I'm not going to use. Also, on the debate this evening, congrats India, congrats PM Modi has created a Guinness World Record. A lot of excitement out here on Twitter, really. Open the phone lines, or no, please. Sorry, not this time, but I may do that tomorrow. Okay, RK Singh, no other leader thought of the vaccine, Maitri, during the COVID pandemic. Absolutely. And the last tweet this evening, Shobha Chandla, the way our most endearing PM has brought India's rich legacy and culture before the whole world is simply amazing. This is 100% positive, 100% positive. And when I'm back on the other side, I find it fascinating that China in a moment of desperation, is teaming up with Pakistan to openly support terrorists. So there's a battle over Sajid Mir. He was a kingpin during 26/11. He's in his mid-40s. He's in Pakistan. India wants him declared as the most wanted terrorist globally. China is completely joining hands with Pakistan in opposing it. There's no logic. It's just the fact that China is openly supporting terrorism. More on that and how we'll take the Chinese on when I'm back.
Amity School of Communication has been ranked among India's top 5 mass comm institutes for the last 3 years by India Today, a testimony to its most high-tech studios, senior professionals as faculty and placements in leading media organizations. To apply, visit amity.edu.
Nation First means celebrating everything that defines us as Indians. Nation First at Republic is about taking pride in every victory of India and coming together in every moment of strife so we pull through as one. And Nation First is raising the pitch on the campaigns on behalf of the people. Nation First is exposing injustice no matter the cost. And what does Nation First mean to you? Send us your thoughts on video via WhatsApp on you know the number 73044 34381. I'll repeat that, it's 73044 34381, or you can even upload it on your social media handle with the hashtag Nation First. And we'll take some of those videos on air on Republic TV, and the sharpest responses from you, the viewer, will get limited edition Republic merchandise from us with a surprise.
Nation First at Republic is simply about putting India first. It is about putting Indians first. It is about putting Indian interests first. It is also about putting Indian forces first. It is about putting the tricolor first. What does Nation First mean to you? Send us your thoughts on video via WhatsApp on 73044343881 or upload it on your social media handle with the hashtag Nation First. We'll take some of your videos on air, and the sharpest responses will get limited edition Republic merchandise from us with a surprise.
Half-truths and half-baked facts have been the defining nature of the digital news media ecosystem in India. Agenda-driven cabals masquerading as journalists for decades, who spend more time in crafted narrative building against the nation than contribute an iota of journalism. Foreign-funded outfits with interests that go against everything that India stands for. It's time for all of it to change, and it shall. This July, it's digital first, nation first, republic first.
For too long, there's been a free run for those who want to create a narrative against India